welcome to part 2 of my Samsung Galaxy S4 Standard Edition smartphone walkthrough and first look. In part 1 I unboxed it out of this beautiful box right here. I also compared it, the size, weight, and thinness of the phone to a iPod Touch 5, and it was actually almost exactly as thin sideways as an iPod 5, and that's really impressive. It's lighter weight. If you have it in your hand, it's lighter weight than the iPod 5, which is really impressive. So I've gone ahead and activated it here, and this camera is not going to be able to pick it up. But guys, I'm staring at the screen. Oh, look at that. You move lens flare around and listen. Oh, that was beautiful. So this camera is not going to be capturing nearly the amount of color and vibrance on this phone. So as you can see, when we unlock the phone, you get your home page. You can swipe back and forth, and you can hold down your finger on the screen, then click apps and widgets, and you can basically select any of these apps that are on the phone, including ones that you download off of the whatever app store, like the Amazon App Store or the Samsung or the Google Play, and put them right on here. You can move the search bar, this weather thing around. You can set the desktop background, which I'm going to do here. I'm going to go into my apps. Let's swipe over, find the settings. There we go. I'm going to go to my device, display, wallpaper. Then I can set the home screen. I'm going to see what cool live streams we have. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Look at that. No, I say that's pretty cool. And there's a lot more settings that you can do with this than I'm showing right now. But so as you can see, there's a screen timeout. So I'm probably gonna set this at like 1 minute or something. Daydream and the desk home screen cannot both be enabled. So that you can change the font of this phone. I'm not gonna do that because I don't really care. The font size, if I change it like that, then it would just be a little bit bigger. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Touch key light duration, 6 seconds. That's pretty nice. Display battery percentage, you're definitely gonna want that. It's a very high touch sensitivity. Is that? Oh yeah, that's a lot more. Okay. So that's really, really cool. So apparently you can touch it while wearing gloves. So S-Beam sends files via NFC and Wi-Fi direct. So basically, if you have another S4, let's say I'm gonna grab my Droid X2. No comments. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna grab this guy and pretend this is an S4. Gonna go like that. Don't turn that. Don't, no. I'm sorry. There we go. Nope. God dang it. Okay, go back in settings, please. Clink. Push the button. Ba-jink, ba-jink, ba-jink. And now I have whatever photo you just sent to me. So, that's basically... Okay, so you guys can read up online or whatever about all the different kind of smaller functions that this phone has. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the best battery saving tip for this phone ever is after you press the home button out of an application like I just did, hold down the home button and click close all. That will because since this is a smartphone, when you press the home button and close out of and exit out of an app back to the home screen, it doesn't shut down the app. The app is still open and running in the background, waiting for you to come back to it. So the way that you do actually shut it down, so it's not on at all, you hold down the button here and click close all. And if you guys really want to be safe, and if you're getting on a plane or going to be turning it off for an activity or something, you're going to want to click close all. Then you're going to go on to the task manager, go to RAM, and clear memory. That's going to also save you some battery. Keep in mind that the screen brightness, if you touch the top of the screen and swipe down, keep in mind that the screen brightness, if you guys are worried about battery life and need it for a super long time, I would recommend auto. I'm not going to do that here. So the screen brightness will affect battery life. See the screen although the lowest screen brightness is honestly not that dark, it still has vibrant colors enough to see them, and the fully bright screen, it's not actually like a bright light bulb in your face, so it's not going to give you a headache or cause your eyes to ache or anything. It's just turning up the vibrance of the colors and also the brightness of the overall screen. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different settings that you guys can read up on and see what they do. Oh god, come on, no. As you can see, it has the most beautiful sounding button push. I just love it. It also vibrates, and it's amazing. So I'm gonna turn screen mirroring. Oh, so what this does is it actually lets you mirror your screen onto another device. That's pretty cool. Air view, that's gonna be cool. It's basically where you control the phone from the air. I'm not too sure how to do it yet. You probably have to set it up in some menu. Smart scroll, basically if you're looking right at the phone and your eyeballs look up and down, it's not perfectly perfect because it's a very hard thing to do, but it will scroll up and down the pages the best it can. As you can see on full brightness with messing around on this settings and this battery starting out at 51, it's only gone down to 45 in the time that's taken me to set up this application, this phone, kind of mess around with all the applications, get myself used to it, and film everything that was in this video. If I go into let's go into Google Chrome, since this is my favorite browsing browser. I'm gonna accept, and I don't really need to sign in. Yeah, as you can see, the keyboard is absolutely beautiful. It does have configurable sounds, so you can change whatever sound. There's like a million sounds. So I guess that brought me to Google. So if I go to beautiful wallpapers, if I search that and then go to images, as you can see, for Google, it's not going to have... Alright, this is a good one. So I clicked on it. Let's turn it sideways. Oh, well, why? Guess it's not very beautiful. I'm actually looking for a really beautiful one. Come on. Look at that. You guys may not be able to see that, but that is absolutely beautiful. The amount of power that this screen has. I'm going to turn this brightness down a bit because the screen, because it's causing like a bit of... Come on. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it from an angle, so it's a little hard to see it clearly. But as you can see, the pictures in this screen look amazing. This is a 1920 by 1200 resolution picture, and the picture quality is just amazing. If I swipe back past the fuzzy resolution pictures, that's the only reason why it's lagging. And show you guys another set of pictures. Again, lower resolution equals lag. Not sure what that is, but that is a really beautiful screen. And keep in mind, you can also configure the resolution of the screen. That's what's really cool about this phone is if you don't want it to be wasted, if you want to save as much battery as possible, obviously, like I just said, I press the home button, but I can still go back into this web page and it's still open. So obviously, close that. And if you're going to be done with your phone for a little bit, obviously clear the RAM. And keep in mind that will open up the task manager. So you're going to want to do that first before you close the applications. And I'm kind of holding it off to the side. You can actually, I'm not too sure how, somewhere in the settings menu, you can configure the resolution and screen clarity. You can configure almost anything. So there's an LED light right up in here somewhere in the invisible. There's a light there, there's a light there, and there's a light there. A lot of lights. There is an internal camera. So you can, so if you're gonna Skype with someone, you can see their face on the screen. They can see your face through this camera. I'm gonna go back here. Home screen mode, you can change it. You can change a different kind of screen. So if you don't like this screen setup, you can change it to starter mode. So it's a lot easier for people to get started. You have your more basic setup layout right here. So if I apply this, if I apply that and wait for a second, as you can see, the GUI or GUI is very big, very fat, and honestly, I don't like it too much. So I'm gonna go back into settings, go back into home screen mode, and change it back to standard mode. You can apply it, and there you go. You get your beautiful background with your beautifully smooth settings. And keep in mind, I said if you guys want to set wallpaper, add a folder. Let's say we want to add a folder called web browsers. Okay, and keep in mind, I like, just to something to think about. I love this keyboard. It is the easiest to type on ever. So there you can rename it, and you can actually add. Let's say we put Google Chrome on here. Well, that's not what I want to do, obviously. Let's go back into our settings for a second. Wait, no, sorry. We're gonna want to go back into our apps page. We're gonna drag this, and you just drag him right over the folder. Boom, he's in there. So, up. There we go. Now we have one. Let's see. What other ones is there? There is the internet. Obviously, the default internet. So we can drag that in there. Also, boom. I like that animation. It has really cool animations. And keep in mind, it's not moving the applications out of your apps list. It's just copying. Think of it as creating shortcuts onto your desktop if you were using a computer. Let's say you wanted, I don't know. I don't think there's any other web browsers. You can also get Firefox, Safari, and